Welcome back, YouTubers. Kosi from Otaku Related here with my manga review for Fairy Tail Manga Chapter 375. I believe it is, yes. So, quite an exciting chapter. Out of 10, probably about 7.5. A few good things happened in it, probably straight from the get-go. The first best thing was Natsu going Flaming Lightning Dragon mode, which not only as interesting as it sounds, it's actually pretty fucking amazing. Like, shoots fucking lightning fireballs, which is crazy. Enough said. So basically, Natsu and Lucy, well, more basically just Natsu by himself, is versing Franmalth, and we find out that the soul that Franmalth took from last week's chapter was, as a matter of fact, Master Hades from the Dark Guild that Fairy Tail previously versed and defeated. And, well, as you can assume, Natsu just goes and KOs Franmalth right in the face, but then Franmalth gets right back up and just tries to take Natsu's soul, and we find out a little bit more about Franmalth's power to take souls. The only prerequisite that is required is a connection. Any type is necessary, but we see him try to take Natsu's soul via a hand connection. So after Natsu attacks Franmalth with a lightning fireball, which was crazy, Franmalth attaches one of his hands to Natsu's chest and tries to rip his soul away from him, which is pretty scary to say the least. I mean, just imagine your soul being ripped away from you. I'd shit myself. Literally. Shit myself. Anyways, continuing on from that, the Natsu and Franmalth fight just moves on to the next page, and we don't see any more from them after Franmalth tries to take Natsu's soul. It moves on to Mira versus one of the other 9 demons of Tartarus, and she is getting thrown around. She's having a tough time fighting her. After that page, we get to see Urza fighting her demon, and again, they are having another tough time. Obviously, the 9 demon gates of Tartarus are not to be underestimated. After all, they were created by Zeref. You'd assume that they do pack quite a punch. After that, we see Wendy flying off to deactivate Face. Wendy and Charla have set off on their own mission, and to nobody's surprise, there is possibly another demon waiting for Wendy. This demon's name, Urzel or Ezel, I think it is believed, I think it is called, is waiting for Wendy in a cave which she enters. So finally we get to see Wendy fight one of her own fights. She's not being backed up by anybody. Usually when Wendy fights, she's always backed up by somebody. Like, seriously, Wendy, you use dragon slaying magic, fight your own fights. And finally we're getting what we like to see. Wendy 1v1 with a demon. Wendy versus Ezel, and that is going to be in the next chapter, 376. Hopefully that is a fight to remember. But then again, Wendy's magic really is just support based. She does really only use Dragon Slayer magic to increase toughness, speedness, power, things like that. We haven't really seen a true combat application for her dragon slaying magic, but hopefully we will see that now. Except when she did fight in the grand tournament, she did put up a pretty good fight, and that was actually a really good fight. Some good dragon slaying magic there. So just a review of this chapter. Natsu going flame lightning dragon mode, which was, like I said before, insane. Then you have Franmalth. We find out that the soul that he captured from last week was, as a matter of fact, Master Hades, and that's supposedly his most powerful soul. Also, another thing to mention that I forgot was when Natsu did go into Flaming Lightning Dragon mode and he used his Raw attack, which is just a massive explosion of just fire mixed within electricity, just blasted at Franmalth. Franmalth actually absorbed that attack, like he absorbed the soul of the magic. which is really weird because you have Happy in the background asking, what is the soul of magic? How is he able to absorb magic? I thought only Natsu was only able to absorb flames, things like that. So yes, Franmalth did absorb Natsu's attack, and after absorbing it, he combined it with his current soul of Hades. So now it's basically Natsu versus a flaming, electrified Master Hades, like Master Hades times 10 power. So it's going to be one hell of an epic fight in the coming chapters. And so that's about it for this week's chapter. Natsu versus Franmalth. Wendy running off to deactivate face. Somewhat exciting. Give it around 7 out of 10. If you liked my review for the Fairy Tail manga chapter 375, hit that thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my reviews, more of my discussions, and more of my theories, subscribe. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.